based on the works of Karol Wyszyński. Diaries of Magic Eyes.
September 17, 1334, Fish City. Dobrzegniew mercenary, seasoned novice. Today, due to the lack of possibilities for further action in the search for the princess, we went to the guild to accept a task. The task of escorting a caravan caught our attention, so we went to approve it. The receptionist emphasized that a minimum group of 5 people was required. She asked us if we had anyone for a 5th, and when we denied it, she replied that there was one person waiting to join someone. She then called a certain Boguslawa, who turned out to be the same waitress with whom I had gotten into an argument a few days ago. This fact completely surprised me, but I couldn't allow an inexperienced greenhorn to take part in such a dangerous task, especially since she is a woman. My surprise level reached its limit when I found out that the novice standing before me was in fact a full-fledged mercenary, thus outranking us in rank. We ended up with only 2 options, either to pass on the job or to accept and cooperate with Boguslawa, because the probability of someone else joining us was negligible. We decided to cooperate. The hour was still young, so we set off that same day. The situation was quite tense for the first hour. We walked in almost complete silence. The breakthrough came when one of the merchants started a conversation with our hooded waitress. She said that she came from Hops Hill, where she worked in crops. The whole day's work allowed her to gain decent physical strength and skill in using blades. During the bandit attack, she discovered that she had a talent for fighting and, at the urging of her parents, decided to enlist as a mercenary. She was lucky from the start, because during her qualifying mission she came across a large bear called the Black Misfortune, which she slew, thus immediately promoting herself to full-fledged mercenary. I had heard about this bear before. It was said to be a curse for the local towns. Many mercenaries, including experienced ones, were unable to handle it. To think that such a young girl was able to tame such a monster, considering how different her equipment was from ours, even though we didn't choose the highest quality. A simple leather jacket with shoulder pads and leather trousers covered with chainmail in the most important places. Over all this she wears a green cloak with a hood, which has been through a bit. Quite modest protection but light. Considering her weapon, a spear hung on her back and 2 daggers at her belt, I can say that, like Bradimir, her fighting style is based more on speed than protection. I have to admit that I underestimated her. Returning to the main topic, Jarmila joined the conversation after a while, and then the others. They found common ground quite quickly, which surprised me positively. She seems to be a good person. Maybe this task was actually a good idea. I'll try to apologize to her somehow for my earlier behavior,